Hello everyone and welcome back to Cities XL and welcome back to Waterfront City. I'm pretty much done here at this part of the city at, the shoreline, the waterfront of Waterfront City. And just a few things left to do. The first thing I want to do is I want to redo the beach area down here because my first attempt did not look very nice somehow. I think it's because we don't really have a beach-like texture here on the map. It looks more like a like dirt, nothing really nice and fancy. And this part over here should give you an idea what I want to do. I added some textures of the total greenery mod here, and I built the road first along the coast, and then I added this beach or this sand texture, and it looks way better. So we got a transition here from the sand texture to this pieces of dirt, but it's right at the water, so I think this is okay-ish. If you zoom in pretty close, it looks a bit odd here. You've got this wall of sand, but if you look from here, it looks way better than before, much more like a beach. And I also changed here this this way to this pedestrian path, and it fits way better to the rest of the city. And I added a lot of details here. We've got benches and streetlights and some trash cans and all that nice stuff. Looks really cool at night. The beach at night looks really nice. And I pretty much want to continue now over here. I need to remove that. So, and also this path, because we need to rebuild this. Alright, so let's start over here with the pedestrian path. Let's just do something simple. Oh, I wanna use this guy here and as curved road, of course. And we need to build very steep curves here. That's a bit difficult to do. So let's try to stay away from the coastline because we want to add the sand textures here later. Oh, we got a lot of streetlights here left. I'm going to remove them in a few seconds. The terrain is moving up a bit. Oh, this looks not nice. But this will change when we change the texture of the pedestrian path. So don't worry. So let's just continue. I think from here let's remove that. And let's just take the bulldozing tool, because then we can easily remove all these unnecessary trees as well. Because I want to use the total greenery mod, the decorations of it, so we don't need these trees. Here are a few trees left. It's really difficult to remove them without the bulldozing tool. Damn it. Forget it. Took too much time. So let's quickly remove these streetlights because I want to build them in at a different place. Let's do this quickly. Damn it, so many streetlights. So I think this was the last one. Looks good. And we've got some trees, some palms left. There we go. And let's continue with the pedestrian path. And let's go this way with small steps. So what's going on? Yeah. It's a bit difficult to do this here. These very, 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 very steep curves. Damn it. Yeah, okay. This part looks good. Let's try to continue from here. Maybe it's a bit easier if we... Ah, wait a second. Let's use the curve row tool. Maybe... Yeah, this works better. Actually, I don't know why. Because we actually still do the same thing like with the straight road tool. Now with the curve row tool, but it doesn't really work as curved because the parts are too small. So, but let's work with these small stabs around this area. And then finally I want to connect this right over here to the harbor. Alright, so interesting. Now we are going to change to this texture. Nice. Okay. This is this. This is that. And let's continue over here. Sorry. Alright. Yeah, we got so many small parts over here. This is going to take a moment. And alright. Let's see. Come on. Okay. There we go. We made it. And from here, yeah, we can start with decorating the road with a bunch of street lights, furnitures, and let's turn off or on this so we can take this one. Yeah, just wanted to check something, sorry. So, and let's put these lights along the road. Pretty simple. We are below the water over here. This will look not good. Yeah, let's see. Let's see. No one will notice that you will walk through the water. Okay, so yeah, well, I need to pay attention a bit to the room between these street lights. I guess I put them a bit too close together over there, but yeah, it's okay. Let's just click along this way, like this. So, it's a pretty long way if you want to walk around this beach. It will take a while to do this. I was not very precisely over there. And yeah, this is again a good example why it took so long for me to build stuff here in Waterfront City, because I add so many details to my city. I really love to do this, especially at special places like this at the beach. I think it's really worth to add some details here. There are other places in the city where I do not pay so much attention to details, because this would be really incredible. For example, this area, they're just park decorations. I mean, I could add a lot more pedestrian passes and all that stuff over here, and ponds and whatnot. But yeah, that would take incredibly amount of time. So I tried to focus on the more important parts. And this beach area is something special here inside of the city. So yeah, I think Well, I said at the beginning of this episode, I wanna try to finish everything here today, but I'm not sure if this is going to work because I think this beach will take a moment. So yeah, I consider actually to do a little time lapse probably. Time lapse. Oh, there's something wrong with the terrain. This will probably change when I add textures to this. Yeah, but before, I need to add benches and all this stuff here as well. But before I'm going to do this, I want to show you how I built this beach. Actually, yeah, it was quite simple. I took the road tool. Oh, let's turn this off. Small dirt road. Here I need to be careful because this kind of intersects with this building. So when we left the area of the building, kind of, or probably, I think if we are going to, yeah, look at this, it snaps the building. So if we are going to start to build this road from here, it should work because the texture tool should snap the building as well. So yeah, how to add the beach texture in a way that it that you have these waves on the beach texture is it's pretty simple. Just build the road along the shoreline, and here let's do the curve, steep curve, and yeah, this way you will end up with water on the texture. So this looks really nice then, way better than these pieces of dirt that we have now here at the beach. And yeah, it will also cause a very smooth transition, sorry, to the water level. All right. Let's move around this. Okay. I'm going to work here with small steps as well, so that the beach later will be look hopefully smooth. These curves here. Let's walk around this piece until we reach the harbor, right? Let's move on to this little, oh wait a second, I think this is too close to the land. I wanna move inside of this. Oh, I'm not sure if this is going to work. Yeah, so we have a nice little bay now here, probably. So, and let's just connect this straight to the harbor. Hopefully this is close enough. Yeah, let's fill this area with the beach texture of the total greenery mod. It's here located in decorations areas, and if I turn on custom content building set, we got the sand texture over here. Yeah. Now let's do this. Oh, sorry. Yeah. So we got the beach, and if I remove the road, you can also already see the water, the tides here on the beach. If I remove this, it looks neat. Better than the sand textures of the map. This area is yeah, I want to leave it this way because I don't want to rebuild the entire roads here. It's okay, okay-ish. So yeah, that's the beach, and what I'm going to do now is I will jump on time lapse, and then I'm going to add some more decorations, and I will at the textures here inside. Here I will work with the American Palm Parks. American Palm Parks sand, yeah, here. And closer to the city I will work with the American Palm Park. Yeah, the American Palm Park without sand, as you can see over here. Yeah, so let's go on time lapse. Okay guys, I'm back, and yeah, I'm not completely done over here. As you may notice, I've got two different problems. One problem is the total greenery mod seems to have a problem with very narrow areas like this one. So sometimes trees do not appear here when you try to add the texture over here. But yeah, that's the reason why I rebuilt this all over again and again, and clicked every time somewhere else, and at some point it works. So we got these palms and sand over here. And here inside of this area I want to add some, or this green palm part here, this part. And I considered to add some of the beach things here, but the problem with these beach houses and buildings, they do not have a lot texture. As you can see, there is nothing, but they are also placed on a squared lot, and if you add a texture around this, it will not fill this square, and this do not look very nice. So yeah, I don't want to do this over here. Or here I'm going to have the same problem, but I have a few ideas how I can fix this with decorations. For example, I did this here as well. We have this tennis center here, and I just added a row of palms in front of it, so it's you will not notice that there is a gap. And I think, yeah, this is good. So what I can do here is probably, maybe I can add some of these residential buildings. They're going to look, yeah, no, they will have the same problem. As you can see, they don't have a lot around them. This will not work with these textures. So yeah, let's leave this area empty. or let's wait a second. We can go to commerce and check for holiday hotels. So what's the situation here for holiday hotels? Not very good. The area is not very good over there. No, this is not very nice. Yeah, let's put this here. No. Something. Yeah, I have no idea. I don't want to build a super huge thing down there. We could give it. Yeah, no, it's deep red over here. I think this guy will went bankrupt immediately. Yeah. Yeah, this will not work. This will not work. This area is too bad for tourism, I must say. So, business hotels instead, or leisure? Can we... what do we have here? What would make sense? No. This is crazy. Anything that could rise the attractiveness for tourism here? Probably. Let's see, what do we have here? Landmarks? Is there anything? No. Nothing unlocked we can use here. So, yeah. However, let's just add the texture, because if we add something here, we will have the narrow problem again, that the total greenery texture will not work for some reason. So let's look. Yeah, American Park palms. Yes. Yes. That's good. So as you can see, we've got the same problem over here. So I will go now to packs and Asia, and I'm going to add a row of palms here as well. Oh nice, I removed the building. Great. So yeah, there's probably not enough space. Not enough room. Let's rebuild this. Sorry, beach of course. Which one I used over there? I cannot remember. Some of these. Yeah, this one. The luxury restaurant. So yeah, I think yeah the good thing here was a little curved, so that's the reason why we had a bit space between the road and the building, and I was able to plant these trees. Over here we do not have this, so this will not work. So in that case, I'm done. It's finished. The beach area looks way better now with these textures than before, and I think it's okay that the layout of the beach area, the trees are gone, is a bit different than the rest of the city. I think it's good that it is the case, because here we are outside of the layout. So I think it's a good way, or a good layout for this beach. It's like the same with the harbor. The harbor is outside of the layout of the city itself, so it do not destroy my design that this is pretty much a grid than this very organic thing. So, and over here the same thing also applies for the beach. It's not a grid, it's organic as well, but do not fit to the rest of the city that much. But yeah, in this special case, it's just pretty cool. So the problem with time-lapse is I have no idea how much time we have left. Now, probably we can start with another small thing. One of the things I wanted to show you is I talked a bit about things I wanted to change here in the city. And here you can see one thing I wanted to change. I wanted to change the tree decoration I used here to the one of the Total Greenery mod. I want to take this texture, it's the American Park texture, and I really like it. We have some larger trees, some dance areas full of trees, some open spaces with grass and a few bushes, and looks pretty cool. And the grass texture fits way better to the grass texture I'm using all over here inside of the city. Way more or much better than this here. It's very dark. These decorations are part of the overwater parks, and yeah, I want to replace them with the Total Greenery stuff. And let me quickly show you this. They're really awesome. I really love the Total Greenery. American Park, yeah. So like this, I will put the American Park over here. Over here, right next to the coast, I'm going to use the American Palm Park with grass. So I'm going to replace this as well, sorry. And over here, like I said, the American Park. So yeah, and I want to use this design, or this park design, over the rest of the city. I want to also add some additional beach areas over here, for example. Maybe we can turn the whole coast into a beach. This would be really awesome. So yeah, what I wanted to do in this episode is to get this part done. I think we will not gonna make it. This is something I will do off camera. I will do this off camera. Instead, I had an idea that I want to test now. I want to test one problem I have with the design of my waterfront over here. All these pier and marina harbor thing is that it faces the ocean, the open water. So this is kind of not very realistic. I mean, imagine a storm or so. So this would completely destroy the harbor. So we need some kind of wall to protect the harbor. And I had an idea for this, and I want to test this now. For this, I'm going to do I need to expand? No, I think this is good. Let's take this tool. And wait a second, what we gonna need? We need a road to, yeah, I'm going to use the farm road instead, because I wanna build a nice curve now, a nice curve, and nice curve till here, because this is going to be the exit of the marina. I think I will not add a wall over here, because this side is facing this island and so on. This is already a very well protected area, so the wall will end over here. And let's wait a second. I think yeah, I had this idea just minutes before I started to record this episode, so I'm sorry that I am not sure what I'm doing over here. I just need to measure something. Oh yeah, perfect. Almost exactly 2 lots space from the promenade to this road. This is good. This is something we can work with. So, and from here, let's eyeball a curved road. Can we eyeball this? I'm not sure if this is going to be a nice curve. Let's take this tool, and I want to build a road parallel to this. No, this won't work. Let's temporarily, just temporarily remove this I want to take the pedestrian path now. Because I want something... I want to build a very precise road in a 90-degree angle to this pedestrian path. This is really important to build a smooth curve. Yeah, let's build this a bit longer than necessary. Then I'm going to take the overwater buildings to measure this. So we... Oh, yeah. It's like... Oh, okay. We cannot intersect with the sailboat. That's the reason why I needed a bit space to this. Yeah, but this building intersected with this little saving here, with this part of this pier, you know, this wall you can see in the middle. Yes. So if I put this over here, we're good. Then I put the other one over there, and yeah, there was a little bit of space between them, but I think it's okay this way. So I'm going to take the farm road again. Yes, let's remove this. There should be enough space. Yeah, now I'm going to build the curve, and this curve should be really smooth and parallel to this harbor area. Yeah. Okay, so what I can do now is, now I can use the pedestrian path. Because I need to elevate this a bit, and that means I cannot build this curve in one step. I need to build all this in small steps parallel to this farm road. So yeah, you know, I cannot build this in one step because the road will automatically snap to the water level. That's the problem. That's the reason why I've done this with the farm road. Now it's pretty easy for me to build this from one side to the other. Let's connect this over here. Perfect. So now we got this wall. We can now remove this. We can now remove that. We can now remove this. Let's keep this because from here I want to expand this as well. I will add 3 walls. So one here between these two kind of plaza peninsulas kind of things. Another one over here and another one over here. And always at these plazas there will be the exit of the marina. Because there are no sailboat docks, you know? No, there's no pier. So I think this makes sense. Alright. So now I'm going to add... Oh man, where are these? I cannot remember where these parts, these waterfront parts are. Ah, yeah, I can remember. There they are. City service. Okay, so, yeah, now I just want to simply add additional piers there as well. Let's start with these, with this part. And probably I'm going to change this down there. So let's add this, add that. This one, that one, and then I use, yeah, always this way. Looks pretty well. Also on this side, creating a nice waterfront, nice marina here. Yeah, there's enough space. Of course they are not parallel to or aligned to each other because we have a slightly different radius. Oh well. Ah, damn it, do I really need to redo them? Yeah, I think so, because we have this pier here. And I want to have this empty part without a pier here right next to this wall. Well, okay, I think it's time for another time lapse, or we will not make it this episode. Okay, yeah, this was a pretty short time lapse. And yeah, I think this will take a while for me. Like I said, this pier here makes no sense because there's not enough space for a boat. So I want to use this part here as well. Of course, I could imagine to build something like this as well. Yeah, this kind of makes sense. And yeah, then this marina will be done, but this will take a lot of time. I think I will do this off camera. And yeah, but it should give you a nice idea. It looks really awesome, right? So and from here now we've got this wall. I don't want to use these promenade parts here as well because they cost a lot. Look at this, we have monthly cost of 140 credits. This is quite a lot. And it would be too expensive if I'm gonna use them here as well. But I think it's not necessary. I think it looks really good this way. This is a nice wall facing the open ocean now, protecting the marina. And I'm going to add more sailboats here. Yeah, so that's it for this episode. Also fits very well to this layout, I think. Very nice. Oh, wait a second. Let's quickly change the texture, of course, or I will forget this. Yeah, now it fits to the rest of the city. Alright, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for watching. Let's have a view across the new amazing beach area and a luxury restaurant that already went bankrupt. Ah, no. It's good for the goodbye screenshot. Thank you very much for watching. And goodbye.